right, good afternoon. Doing some late afternoon and evening bass fishing, and I haven't been able to get out. I've been working too much, so I actually just got out of work and shot down here. It's about almost 4 o'clock, so I get a few hours. Probably fish till 8 or the sun goes down, or I don't know, we'll see. So brought 3 rods. It's hot. It is 94 degrees right now. So I brought 3 rods. I've got my chatterbait set up. I have a topwater frog and brought a spinning rod with a drop shot on it. So we're just gonna see what these fish are doing and where they are, and maybe that, you know, if they're not real active, then I'll start using that drop shot as best I can around these weed lines and any holes that I can find. It's difficult using drop shots and jigging and stuff like that when you're sitting down. Unfortunately, I cannot stand in my kayak. I'm hoping to rectify that situation next year, before next summer. I really would like to get a better, not so much bigger, but just a better kayak, and one that I can stand in and do some jigging and stuff like that. It's drop shot isn't too bad, but if you're trying to punch through stuff with a jig, it's really difficult. So we're just gonna start off on my right. We're gonna work that shoreline and probably go around to the island, and by the time we get over there, there should be some shade on some of the shoulders, so we'll hit those areas. And like I said, it's a little breezy right now, but not too bad. I actually, the topwater frog I have it's pure white, so I did that to make it a little more visible. And when you get into areas like this, you can see it's pretty calm. So I'll try that in a little bit. For right now, I just am curious where these bass are, if they're up high now. I haven't been here in a couple weeks, so I don't really know what these fish are doing. I don't know if they're spawning out or if they already have. I don't think they have yet. Maybe some. But we'll just try and locate them and see what they're doing, if they're on the bank. Even though it's really hot today, the water isn't super warm yet. It's warm, but it's not, I don't think they're hiding, trying to cool off. I think maybe, if anything, they're just hanging out in shades, maybe a little deeper water, but it's not like that real tough summer bite. We're still a little ways away from that. So I'm just gonna cover some water with the chatterbait right now, and see if this warm water has them active. Which is always my favorite. I don't mind finesse fishing, but it's not my thing. I like to get those reaction strikes. So we'll see. Yeah, they're not on the shoreline. Oh, there we go. Man, he hammered it right at the boat. That's a good fish too. No, not huge. Hit a clump of weeds with him, but he's not bad. And we didn't get skunked, so that's good. Not a huge fish, but man, he hammered that thing. And like I said before, they come right up from the bottom of those weeds and grab it. All right, well, on the board at least, right? Ooh. All right, so I came over to the other side, the smaller side of this body of water. The wind's not much better, but it's a little better. And I'm heading into some shallow water. I usually don't even fish this area because in the summer it's just so hot. It's so hot over here. The water is so warm, and I usually don't find much here other than like bluegill and pickerel. But it's still early in the season, so I'm gonna give it a try just to kind of give my arms a rest. And that wind is it's brutal. I don't know what happened. It was so calm when I first got here, and it just changes so fast. It can be really frustrating. Left, the wind's gonna blow to the right. There we go. Catching fish will definitely make up for the wind, because it can be really frustrating, but if I'm catching fish, I'm okay with that. Man, it's just sending me flying everywhere. Alright, well, I did catch a fish though. Jeez. And about 6 feet of grass. Kind of in the bottom lip. Usually don't get them in the bottom with the chatterbait. So, not huge, but he's a fish. Make sure we're on. Alright. Just behind me for a second. Alright, well, made it around the bend. So, it's still windy, but I get a little bit of shelter anyways. Wish I could straighten the nose out of this so if I have a blow up, everybody can check it out. But it just looks perfect, and it's just not. I don't know. Now, if it wasn't windy, I'm in about maybe between 2 and 5 feet of water, depending on where you are. Perfect for this top water. This is one of the only areas on this lake that has a lot of lily pads, but can't do it if there's a ton of chop in the water. It's not gonna work. There we go. Yes. It's not big, but grab the frog. I just gotta, oh man, I gotta, oh, hang on one sec, let me get away from the shoreline. So I'm talking about fishing the wind blows, literally. Where are you? Come here. Okay. There's that fish. Holy shit. Okay. It's a nice takedown. There we go. Now, my friend the pickerel. Oh, in my boat. Slime dart. Soaked me, probably soaked you. Fell in my boat, so it'll be nice and stinky between that and the bass. There we go. I couldn't tell for a second if that was weeds. He hit it as soon as it hit the water. I thought I had a clump of weeds. Alright. So we're catching them. They're just not very big. Kind of casting blind right now. There we go. Okay. Ooh, that's a feisty fish. Get over here. There we go. All right, well, there's something decent. Very decent compared to everything else we've been catching. Make sure he didn't smash the camera. Okay. It's a long fish. All right. Well, so I am almost at my spot to load up. Thank you for hanging out. I know it wasn't a super thrilling trip, but caught a few bass. And, I don't know, hopefully these bass will figure out what they're doing. The weather will kind of cooperate a little bit more so that they can spawn. I really don't think they've spawned yet. I haven't seen any signs of it, so that is still to come as far as I'm concerned. Alright, well, I'm here. Thanks for coming along, and catch you next time.